This is lower bracket semifinal of Asian qualifier number 3. We have Lin versus WFZ. This will determine who ends up on 4th place in this qualifier. And for some reason, I don't have in-game sound. Ah, okay, now it's
Try
back.
Control S, then usually the sound turns on.
Yeah, that is correct.
Nice.
So those two players will battle it out, and they met already in the winner bracket quarterfinal. There, Lin was successful before dropping in the lower bracket semifinal to sew in the big surprise yesterday. So you said it before, how will they adapt and what will they change? We will see about that as game 1 starts.
So the very, very beginning here is looking very similar to yesterday's games. WFZ seems to be playing the Ted Fiend start, so the delayed fiends in favor of a fast hero. Every single map, even on Turtle Rock, yesterday we were able to see this, where it is super unusual. That just seems to be his cookie cutter opening build. Also, Banshees for him seem to be a later choice than many other undeads may want to go for. Other than that, though, pretty predictable, pretty foreseeable. And Lin also playing it mostly standard. However, there was one game yesterday where he actually went for double Bestiary Wyvern play, which I was very critical of, but wrongfully so probably, because he made it work pretty well. But what most stood out to me yesterday between the two was all about hero focus. You have to be so careful not to get your heroes killed, and usually whoever loses the first one, if it is a first or second hero, will lose the game. Yesterday, when you make a mistake, you get punished immediately, and then it's bad news bears.
Chat, can you tell me if Remo's too quiet? Because I got a feeling that he is. Especially compared to the in-game sound. And then I will adjust it on the fly. We have gloves and circlets for the Blade Master already. Quite a good start for him. Tier 2 tech 1/3. Done. And WFZ with quite a fast tech as well. So he's not that far behind. Getting a few end snares there from the trappers, but no casualties here.
And WFZ was cutting a little corner. He was teching before the ziggurat and without an arrow tower. So if the Blade Master had decided to run into the base and go for accurate kills, he may have been able to find something with it. But that is so unlikely to happen that usually orcs never do it anyways. And now the Blade is going to try to collect the next consumable here from the High Priest. Sentry Ward's probably the thing he's most looking forward to.
Remo, you're really quiet. Can you boost yourself? I don't know what's wrong, but you're at max for me.
That's weird because chat is saying it's alright.
Some say. But I see the audio levels and you're far away from my end. But I can like lower myself, so we're on the same level. That should be fine.
A player's forces
so DK level 2, that's important. And the first fiend is there. It's perfect.
By the way, you can also adjust, like you can make someone louder or quieter in TS yourself when you right click on the name. And then there is Lautstärke anpassen. The fourth from the top.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. If chat complains, then we'll do it. I think for now it's fine. So Blade. Lin with his Blade. Getting a clause of attack here. Trifecta completed. Plus a replenishment potion, so he can be quite aggressive. WFZ on the other side is scouting if Lin is there, but no. A little bit of evasion creeping that works quite well. And now he has 3 grunts, and he can creep a lot more or harass, but you don't want to go into the undead base, of course. Lich second, tier 3, delayed slaughterhouse. This is what we've seen yesterday as well.
Yep. Absolutely. And I imagine Lin is going to be following up with his own tier 3 tech here in a moment. It's being extra loud here to make sure people hear me. Alright, Shadowhunter. Always actually perhaps looking for some aggression here himself with the grunts finding the undead, but the end snare will keep him away. The Blade Master was looking for the undead, but not quite successful in his attempts. Good inventory for him though already, and there's a lot more claws to be found still.
Also consumables, going for the Ogre Magi, big mana, big invul, as we oftentimes say. With the dream
attack.
So, easy creep here, no surrounds or anything that we've seen yesterday. Scroll of the Beast can be good before the Destroyers are there. Scroll of the Beast for the Death Knight as well. And for him it's a lot better, as his damage on the units is usually very, very high. And there's no Dispel for Lin. At all.
Yeah. And so far, so good. Standard game, this is what we're expecting. Both players respecting each other, not taking any risks by being aggressive, which of course can be punished with decent counterplay. The SH though now hanging right around the corner. He has the level 2, he has the heal wave online, he even has the Scroll of Beast if he wants to use it, but no Raiders yet, so how much can you really accomplish without the Ensnare? Raiders still stuck in the bestiary. In typical Lin fashion, he probably already has the upgrade. Yes, he does. Of the Ensnare. And yeah, LR. We both like the map a lot. I think it may even favor orcs slightly, considering there's a lot of creeps to go around for the third hero. You know, more so than Echo Isles or AI, which can be rough for the orc getting the TC to a decent level. Oh, but now, with the Raider coming in, Lin is faking some pressure here. We, of course, see that it's only the Raider, and he won't be able to get the big creep.
Yeah, especially since the Lich was quite hurt. WFZ moved back a bit, got a better position for that. And heal wards for him now. There's gonna be a bit of creeping left, so they will help. Especially if he goes for the mercenary camp, where there's the boulder tosser, and the rat spots, where there's waves where you can't prevent the damage there. Second circuit for the SH plus level 3. Lin seems to be ready for what's to come. Blade Master is a little underwhelming with only level 2 though, but he's waiting for tier 3 obviously for the orb and Kodos and stuff like that. Level 3 and 2 on WFZ's side, with the orb already deciding to go for a Dark Ranger most likely. We've seen that quite a bit in the past. And rat spot by Lin. Hood of Cunning. Not really what you're looking for.
And this is a very fast move over from WFZ. We have the Lich, we have the Dark Ranger, as you were predicting correctly. Is he already gonna look towards an attack into the Orc base? He only has 3 Fiends here. No Banshees, so this doesn't look too scary. Once again, no Temple of the Damned yet. This is what we're used to from WFZ, delaying that facility for a long time. But he marches into the main regardless. Oh, there will be a big pick here on the Kodo.
Yes, indeed. Nice block by the Dark Ranger. There's no really a way to help her. Kodo B's dead, and that means damage is lowered by 10%. Blade Master's still scary, though. Does have critical strike. Oh, he went for Windwalk level 2. That's really surprising. Oh, and the upgrade isn't finished. The reinforced defenses. Very good push by WFZ, even with Destroyers now. Upgrade is finishing in a bit. Or if he would know, he would definitely finish this one. But he has to focus here. Oh, the heal ward. Nice stomp. He should get rid of that immediately. Silence as well, but oh my god, he lets him heal for so much.
Finally kills the ward here. Invul popped on the Blade Master. Can he find something here? The Purge onto the Fiends is well in time, so they can't micro against it, but Lin repositioning doesn't want to lose his TC, but with the Nova, the TC will die. Level 1 hero, but he can't come back because the Orc is supply stuck. Scroll of Speed gets dispelled, gets rid of another Grunt here. And the Fiends still has 2.
Raw being used. There is a coil soon. No Nova though. Blade Master gets another heal wave, but that was the final one. He needs to use a Clarity. Does so. Nice burrow by WFZ. No reveal. There's an Ekla at the shop. Really cool to see that for scouting. And the next statue comes, and now he can regen mana. Oh boy, this was a perfectly timed push by WFZ. Also the heal wards. Very, very helpful now. And
one simple Kodo kill followed up by the kill of a burrow, and suddenly Lin is in a world of trouble.
Especially the burrow kill was so nice, and I was like speculating if he goes for burrows because the timing was picture perfect for that.
Yeah, something that has fallen out of the meta, the Destroyer push against burrows, but being so effective here even with just 2 Destros. He only has 1 Fiend left, so the damage output of this army isn't too scary anymore. But the more important thing, the Orc doesn't have a shop anymore. It's coming up in the back here, but it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, exactly. Lin had 38 food. It's ridiculously low. And he gets the shop killed again. TC is not back from the tavern. Invo potion maybe? No, went for a heal scroll. Plus 20 damage on the Blade Master, but how can he bring it to the table? The Undead is creeping his safe spot now, as it seems. Yep. Not even risky.
With the destroyers, of course, very easy to do. Once again, we still have no Banshees coming, but a Sacrificial Pit with a Shade to be joining the Undead army here soon. The item, what do you find? Healthstone.
It's okay.
Can come into play, certainly.
Since we've seen...
is back, at the very least. And here we go.
Since we've seen a lot of hero focus, that's a good item indeed. Statue is gone, was a little bit out of position. The stun was okay. Blade Master is going crazy, but it's being focused now as well. There's one more heal wave coming and the heal scroll to use. Statue number 2 is gone as well, so there's no region for the Undead anymore. And now he has to retreat. Maybe even Town Portal out of this.
Fiend will not be saved, no coil arriving in time. Trades it for Raider though. And there's still good mana left on these Undead heroes, being very conservative with his spell usage. Nice heal wave there, keeps the Raider alive against the coil, but the Kodo can't be getting healed now, and the damage drops again. DK though, almost surrounded, gets out of it. Silence on the Blade Master of all heroes. DK though needs to be very careful here, below 200 HP, giving over the Healthstone, well done. Healing up with this, and the TC once again in trouble. I don't see him being saved here, a lot of right-click damage coming his way. And he will die from the Fiend shots.
Exactly. TC dead for the second time. Blade Master to follow. Boom! Splatters into pieces. And that is 1-0 for WFZ. With,
wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive performance. This happens sometimes when a player just finds the right timing. And that's exactly what happened here. Lin lost a few units, couldn't get them back, was supply stuck. And then it was a 10 food Undead army advantage, and usually you don't give that away.
Yeah, but what a simple game. Get tier 3, destroyer upgrade, run over. Oh, there's a Kodo, awesome. Oh, there's a Burrow, and suddenly everything turns to shit. There's one thing though that I think Orc players keep making the mistake. That's a tiny thing that doesn't always matter, but in pushes like this, doesn't matter. The shop, the Orc shop. Why is it always in front? Why is it always parked in the front? If the shop survives longer there, if he can use more clarities, mana potions, heal potions, that is a different defense. If you know that the Undead might be pushing you, if you know the player and all, I think you should really consider parking the shop behind the barracks, for example. Yes, I know it's going to take you 2 more seconds to get the heal cells with the Blade Master, but I think that's definitely worth it.
Can't afford it, man. It's like in Formula 1, where it's about every split second.
But you know, rather lose a second or two to not lose the game later. Alright, I think the best way for us to try to boost me is with you actually boosting me in the TeamSpeak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really surprised, like, why... You said before that the sound is really low when I played the music. But the question is, why is that so? Because I hear you clear and loud. Change volume. I'm gonna boost you a bit in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, so right click on my name and
then... I got it.
Lautstärke anpassen.
Okay.
Thank you very much for Vortex €3 donation. Thanks guys, you made my weekend. Awesome. And we have more Warcraft action in store for you. And Kelsul100 with a brand new sub. Thank you, man, and welcome.
Lots of support today from you guys. That is not only today, but yesterday. Yesterday was quite crazy. And I think we do have the same levels now.
That would, of course, be amazing, Neo. That would be the dream. That would make me so happy.
Yeah, that's good.
I could poop out a unicorn.
That would hurt.
When it goes with a horn first, then I think it's okay.
You're so weird sometimes. But alright, that's what I like about you.
Yeah, I was thinking about Blade Runner again this morning. And in the first one, there's a unicorn thing, you know. That's why unicorn's still stuck in my head. By the way, I don't know how much you've geeked out on like Game of Thrones lore stuff, but there's this island towards the north, like the north in Game of Thrones in Westeros, and then towards the east, there's this island basically next to the wall, and apparently there they actually have unicorns.
Really?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't think that fits the atmosphere of Game of Thrones, but
Yeah. It's probably not like beautiful unicorns, like white and clean
Rainbow,
and rainbows, but rather probably a dirty bone sticking out of their head or something. Oh, and I read something on Reddit that was so, like, scary. I don't know why that bothered me so much. So I read about this frog, and it's apparently the most aggressive and vicious and, yeah, attack-hungry frog in the world. Usually frogs, you know, they mind their own business. But this frog lives in Africa somewhere, and when it feels pressured and wants to attack someone, it actually breaks its own bones in its legs and then pierces those bones through its skin to attack another being with its own bones. Isn't that
awesome.
fucked up, man?
That's pretty clever though, if it doesn't hurt too much, because
Yeah, but don't you die from that?
yeah, I was just maybe it's stupid because you're hurting, and I don't know how fast they recover.
Maybe they're like
Wolverine?
they're just totally reckless. They're like, I don't give a fuck if I die. Main thing is you fucking die. So I don't know. Crazy fucking frogs. Remember that song from The Crazy Frog?
Ding 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 or something.
Nice. I didn't even have to ask for your impression. The game is up, by the way, in case you
I'm already
haven't
in.
noticed.
And here you have the players again. 1-0 lead for WFZ, who has quite a good month, man, with Race War and now qualified for GCS. Leading over Lin, which is usually one of his nemesis, with only a 30% win rate that you can see here. But today, looking good so far. We see Amazonia.
Alright. And both players here sticking to their opening from before. WFZ with the Ted Fiends and Lin with the one borrow tech. I imagine not delaying his shop here. That is more of a thing against Night Elves or humans. Against Undead, you really want to start stacking up on the blade. And speaking of stacking up on the blade, this is the most difficult map to do it on. If you're lucky, you can find slippers and Quel'Thalas boots, but that's pretty unlikely. And other than that, you're most likely only going to get one claws here, and that's not even the claws, that's only the gloves, because on the other side, that one will be going towards the Undead. Nice usage of the lightning shield here by WFZ. I know how that works, but I haven't gotten it to work yet. I've tried that dumb trick so many times. You have to do it with like stop command and something. But he knows how to do it. He might be a little bit better than me, actually. Who knows?
You can ask him in November.
I know how it works, but I still can't make it work.
Okay.
That's the embarrassing thing.
Maybe he has a little trick for you to make
If
it
the
work.
blade can steal it, that denies the level 2. Oh, and he actually gets it. And that
big.
is, yeah, does make a bit of a difference.
You can still go for the rogue, of course, but for now, Lin is aggressive. Tier 2 tech by WFZ has started, and only once again very close to the orc tech.
Yeah. Once again, cutting a bit of a corner here. Uh-oh, is he gonna get surrounded? The Grunt is reaching from the other side. Who's gonna take more damage here? The Blade Master, I think, has to be the one to run away. The Grunt could have been surrounded. They're missing a bit of an opportunity. But its focus was more on keeping the DK alive, and that's, of course, more important.
Yeah. Ideally, you want both,
A
but,
player's
you know,
forces are under attack.
only... you can't always get what you want. Ring. Not good. Circled for Lin, plus the Gloves of Haste. Damage a little bit boosted there, but still no crit. And he needs to get that Rogue, man. Gets it. Comes with Ogre Strength as well, but here comes the Blade Master with the newly found Circlet and Boots, actually.
Oh, and he really needs the Narrow Tower here. Once again, he was cutting corners, not going for the Narrow Tower, despite the fact that his DK was so low. And I must say, that looks like a mistake. He's still not getting a Narrow Tower.
It's really greedy. He's hoping for tier 2, but it's so far away. Can the Grunt block? It was blocked by the Skeleton, so well done there. But with Boots and Backstab, this is either TP or death or both. Oh, Coil! Fiend shot.
This is scary.
It's so close, man. He has to get rid of, like, abandon him.
Oh, the long-range coil!
Range. Boy, oh boy, longest range coil possible. It
And
was
the balls from WFZ.
Forces are
Still
under
not
attack.
going for a Narrow Tower. Did he, like, just next
Damn,
level
son.
in and try to bait the hero kill to find his own hero kill? That would be crazy.
I don't think that was on purpose. I mean, he was just his survival instincts. But again, like I said this yesterday, twice I think, whenever WFZ sees an opportunity to kill a hero, he uses it so damn well.
And look at the min-maxing here by him. He drops the gauntlets to have better percentage healing on his DK. And Lich, of course, coming out. The ghouls were used to kill the Blade Master before, so he's a little low on lumber. Will have to delay his tier 3 here by a bit, it seems. Blade is back. He was only level 1. But man, this Blade Master is not gonna have level 2 crit for a while.
Yeah, man. He gets the Acolyte here, but Shadowhunter needs to creep as well. Here he comes. Beastery, tier 3 tech immediately afterwards. But so far, I don't want to say it's smooth sailing because the waters were a little rough when the Blade Master was around. But now, the early mid-game, that should be good for him. He got a little bit of HP back. He wants the Sasquatch, of course. And, oh, secures it with a coil. That would have been big for Lin, but doesn't get it. He got the Watch Award, though.
Doesn't place him down right in the Undead's face. Doesn't make it too obvious. But these are pretty much the two positions where sentries are placed the most. One next to the Merchant, one close to the opponent's gold mine, and then you basically know where your opponent is all of the time. So, obviously you may look for a D-ward, but look at this. He's moving across the map with an Acolyte. And he has a sacrificial skull!
No way he's tower rushing him!
He's tower pushing him!
Frost armor,
and the SH was so close to see. Oh my god, he saw the ghouls. This was so important. He's going to be able to hex one of the ghouls and delay this, if nothing else.
Yeah, he gets one ghoul, but...
Oh, and the burrow is exposed, and so is the shop. 4 fiends. You need a lot of peons to repair against this.
Here we go. Double ziggurat, but the Blade Master takes care of it immediately. Many skeletons here. The towers are, of course, only a distraction. If it works, it's nice, but the shop is already gone. No clarity for the Shadowhunter.
He only has 2 grunts, man. That's his army. 2 grunts and the heroes, of course. Lots of skeletons, lots of ghouls. Well, 1 ghoul, I guess. But didn't try for the surround. Maybe missing a bit of an opportunity there. DK starting to drop low. Almost level 3. If he gets the grunt here, that should be his level up. Yes, it is. Going for the hex, going for the hero focus again. But the blade is only level 2.
Nice
and the inventory is okay. But now he's getting focused himself. And there's no shop anymore.
Oh boy, he's so low. He does have 1 more healing self and 5 more on the Shadowhunter, but he has to retreat, and that's not what you want. He builds a shop and a ziggurat, and now it's time to knock down the burrows, man. Oh boy, does this look bad for Lin. Oh, loses the fiend there. Good shot. But supply stuck now. Yes.
And what is he supposed to do with his tier 3 now? He can't make a hero. He can't buy an orb.
Haha, true, tier 3 is for nothing. Goes for the hero kill again, but that was his last coil for now. He does have a lot more frost armor. Shop is gone, but the grunt might be falling there. Good amount of skeletons. He doesn't have... Oh, he has 2 charges of necromancy. This tower push is really working well. 50% on the Narub tower.
Oh, nice surround on the grunt.
That was so hard. And he makes it look so easy. Picture perfect surround.
And the fiends he doesn't need for the surround, he uses to cancel the shop again. WFZ is playing goddamn well. Holy shit.
That's some next level plays here. From the undead, reinforced defenses are coming, but during that time he gets rid of almost every single burrow. Or can he get rid of all of them? No, he can't. The Rubian Tower now is so nice to control the Blade Master if he stays in range.
Yeah, Lin has to go for a Hail Mary hero kill. And I don't even think the Lich kill would be good enough, and it is over.
Damn, son.
WFZ defeats Lin 2-0. Wow.
He made
the tower push, dude.
He made it look so easy on both maps, actually. Like, on Last Refuge, it was this super easy burrow go. And now he realized, okay, you lost your hero there. You can't do anything right now. Boom, tower push, boom, win.
And maybe it's time for the orcs to reevaluate how greedy they want to go to tier 3. Because in both cases, we saw them being punished before all their tier 3 could come to fruition. No good third hero, no orb really becoming too relevant, also in the first game, no upgraded Kodo aura. And yeah, this is a little unusual. WFZ there trying to find the timing, and especially on the first map. The second map, of course, everything changed with the Blade Master kill. But man,
Quite
really,
impressive.
really strong.